Hello students, welcome back. This is Mrs. Mercado speaking. This is Accounting 1329, Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. This is a short overview over what we're going to be covering during week number 13 of the fall 2020 semester. During this particular week, we are going to be having two major assignments. I've got the assignments listed on my next tab here. So the first thing that we're going to have is we're going to have test number 3 over chapters 5 through 6. Okay, these are the last two chapters of the book that we've covered. Okay, the test is going to be available only from Monday, November the 16th at 8 a.m. through Thursday, November the 19th at 11 p.m. The test is worth 100 points. There is no makeups, there is no extensions. Make sure that you mark your calendars and that you complete the test during the allotted time frame. Okay. Aside from that, you are going to be working on group project number 1, which deals with writing a professional memo. Now, you're going to have all of week number 13 to complete the memo, but I did send out the group listing as well as the assignment instructions during week 12. That way you could begin coordinating with your classmates as to what was going to cover what, brainstorming, getting each other's contact information. So that has been available since week 12. You have all of week 13 to finalize that professional memo. Now, it does have to be written in professional form, so if you don't know how to write a memo, I included a short video, but there's just so many resources available online. Okay. Now, this project is also worth 100 points. Okay. So this week you have the potential of earning 200 points, which is 20% of your overall grade. Okay. When you're submitting the group project, it's one submission per group of the primary of the group project. The group project is worth 90 points, that section of the actual submission of the memo. So it's just one submission per group per project, and then all students need to complete the self and peer evaluation on your classmates. That is worth 10 points. So combined, the total is 100 points. 90 from the project, 10 from the self and peer evaluation. Okay. Something very important to emphasize: failure to submit the self and peer evaluation is going to result in you earning a 0 for the entire assignment. It is very important to be able to read your feedback from each of your classmates. Okay, how did they perform? How did you perform? Stuff of that nature. So make sure that you take the time. It takes you less than 5 minutes to complete the peer and self-evaluation, and that way you can upload it and submit it for me for grading. Okay. The last comment that I want to make here is that when you are taking test number 3, you do have 2 attempts provided. Okay, I always keep the highest grade earned. Okay, I highly encourage all of my students that if you do not earn a 70% or better on the first attempt, you utilize the second attempt to try to improve your overall grade. Okay, so that second attempt is provided. Please use it. If you don't perform very well on the first assessment, use it to try to improve on the results from your second test. Okay, so this is just some high level information that I wanted to go over with you. That way you know what to expect during week 13. I'm going to jump right into Blackboard. We're going to locate the weekly module. This is week number 13, which runs from November the 16th through November the 22nd. Okay, so you're going to have 2 important things: your test over chapters 5 and 6, and your professional memo is going to be written on a group project. Okay, so the first thing that I have here is I have included the review that was made available to you since last week as well. So these are the problems that you're going to be seeing similar to these on your test. Okay, I included, sorry about that, don't show this again. I included a short video here on how to write a clear business memo. There's a lot of resources available online that can help you write a correct business memo. Okay, then this is where you're going to be submitting your submission for the actual project. Whoever your team leader is responsible for assigning or uploading the project, this is where it's going to be uploaded. So if you click on Group Project Professional Memo, it takes you to another screen. It tells you the points possible, which is 90 points. Okay, and then you upload your file, then I get it and I grade it. Okay, so it's very important that we upload the file once it's been completed. That way, I'm able to submit it. Remember, only one submission per group for the project, and then for the self and peer evaluation, I do need one self and peer evaluation for every student. Okay, make sure that on your memo heading, whenever you include the name of all of the people that wrote the memo, you only include the name of those students that actively participated in the assignment. Okay, if those students did not participate, then we're going to figure out what happened, and not give them the points. Okay, so we are already adults. We know our responsibilities. We need to learn time management so we can be able to complete all of our tasks during the allotted time frame. Okay, now let me go back. Okay, so on your Blackboard shell, you're going to have the review for the test. These are the problems that you should be focusing on. You have a short video on how to write a business memo. Then you have instructions for writing the memo and completing the self and peer evaluation, I'm sorry, is below. So here all you have to worry up here is about completing the project, one project submission per group. Okay, now it's very important. Okay, I always hear students say, Miss, I don't like to work in groups because a lot of my group members don't participate, don't contribute, all of that good stuff, and I understand. Okay, but we are in a college setting and you're soon going to be entering the workforce. Okay, and when we either work at a workforce or get a job or do whatever it is that we do, we're going to have to learn to deal with people, and we're not always going to get along, or see eye to eye, but we need to be able to learn to collaborate with each other. Now, having said that, we are all adults, we are all responsible. If deadlines are being set by your group, we need to respect those deadlines. That way we can give enough time for the leader to review it, send it back for corrections, and then upload the final file. Okay, so please make sure that we collaborate with each other, that we meet our deadlines, that we are communicating, helping each other out when we're completing the memo. Okay, so I have included the professional memo requirements along with the group project listing. That way you can begin working on your professional memo project. I have included the names. I've got the member list here. I have included the names of all of my students that were registered as of this point in time. I'm still waiting. Maybe some students are going to be dropping. I'm not sure. But if anything changes, let me know and we'll figure something out. Okay. But as of today, this is the member list that we're going to be going off of. These are the people that you're going to be working with to complete this project. Okay. On top of the group project member list, I've got the requirements that were also sent out to you last week. So we have a little scenario, and then you're required to answer some questions. 12 font enrollment, between 350 to 500 words, all of that good stuff. Make sure that you read this document in full, and if you have any questions, of course, you just give me a call and we can discuss. Okay, so this is where you're going, the group project. This is where you're going to be uploading. You click on that little link, it takes you here, and then you attach the file from your computer, you browse your computer, you attach it, and then you submit. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? So we've got the test that we've already covered. We've got the little memo video. This is where where it says group project professional memo. This is where the group leader is going to be submitting the final product, your final memo. The self and peer evaluation. This is the form that I've attached right there. This is the form that needs to be completed. That needs to be completed by every student. If you fail to complete the form, the self and peer evaluation, you're going to get 0 for the entire assignment. Okay, so it's very important that you complete the self and peer evaluation. You click on the link right here. Once it's completed, you just browse your computer and attach it. Okay. And that's basically it. The test is at the beginning of the week, Monday through Thursday. I would greatly focus on the test first. Once I'm done with the test, then I can move on to my project. Okay, so that is my recommendation for week 13. We are almost at the finish line. The semester is almost over, so let's give it our all to make sure that we do good in the class and we get a passing grade, and that we do well in all of our assignments. Okay, so that is basically it for the lecture. I just wanted to go over what to expect this week. You have your test, you have the test that's right there, and then you've got that project, which is writing a professional memo that needs to be completed as well. Okay, if you have any questions about anything, do not hesitate to let me know. Now, let me look at my syllabus. Okay, next week you are going to be having a test. Make sure that you get plenty of rest before you take the test, that you're focused, that you're concentrated, that you maybe have a snack or a Coke or something in your desk. That way, you'll stay alert as you take the test. Okay, so that is basically it for this short lecture. I've included everything that might help you complete it. Remember, the first one is to log in or upload the professional memo. The second one is to upload the self and peer evaluation, and the files are attached. Okay, so that is basically it. What is going on week 13 for payroll and business tax accounting. Okay, and that is basically it. Remember, if you have questions about the test, those questions should have been answered prior to the test becoming available. At this point in time, I cannot help you with the content of the test. If you had any content related questions, they should have come over last year. Last year, I'm sorry, last week. Okay. So if you had questions, last week was the time to ask, get everything clarified, get your notes ready. Once the test becomes available, I will not be answering any questions. Unless you have another type of question, maybe technical difficulties or stuff like that we need to figure out. But that is basically it. Okay, so that is it for the lecture. I want to wish you all the greatest of luck on test number 3 over chapters 5 and 6, as well as the group project, which is writing a professional memo. Okay, so that is basically it. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.